Hey, what's up, guys? We're back, and we got one game today, and that is the NBA Cup finale. I guess you could call it the championship. We got Oklahoma City versus the Bucks. I want to say the Buccaneers for a minute. Yeah, Milwaukee Bucks. And yeah, actually, like the board looks decent. We got 4 picks for you, but we're gonna show you a little bit of what we're getting into. I already made a 6-man, so 4 official picks, but then we'll show you like the other plays we like, and you guys can just kind of build out what looks good to you. So yeah, picks from yesterday for NBA. Mine did not do well at all. I mean, like, I liked those picks. I really did. I felt good about them. My head was definitely in NFL. I ended up getting eliminated. Yeah, that was a bummer, man. We'll talk about it in the next NFL video. But yeah, I mean, like, I still felt good about the NBA picks that I had. But Gershon, he got himself in foul trouble right out of the gates. Ended up going for 4 PRA, which was a total bust. And Jordy had texted me. What were you saying about Drummond? You were like,
yeah, he got 2 quick fouls inside Texas. So I was like, oh, this is great for Gershon. I'm like, because Drummond's got 2 fouls. Then Gershon comes in, plays 1 minute, and gets 2 fouls in 1 minute. And I was like, well, never mind. I was like, Gershon just got 2 fouls too. So it was just
let me just actually pull up the end here. And LaMelo was playing lights out, wasn't he? Like right out of the gates?
Yeah, out of the gates. He hit like 2 threes, but then he was on a minute share, so he only played like 25 minutes. So I think he went like 3 for 8 from 3, so he didn't even get up as many attempts as I thought. But
Lord,
close.
Yeah, Gershon, 18 minutes. No, I mean, I guess he didn't get enough minutes to hit that 17 and a half, even the 16 and a half that it went down to. He wouldn't have got that either in 18 minutes, but still, man, he took 2 shots. He was 0 for 2.
He was having a horrible time with Mark Williams, though. Like, they had
3 rebounds and 1 assist.
Yeah, they had to adjust because Mark Williams kept stealing the ball from him and blocking him. I think Mark Williams had like 6 blocks in that game. It was ridiculous.
Manhandling.
Yeah. So they had to bring Drummond in.
Yeah, well, Kessler didn't get it done. Kessler had a really slow start. He didn't do anything in the first quarter. I just missed on those. Obviously, I feel better about these picks today. It does seem like there's a lot of value, but Kessler ended up playing 23 minutes, 10 points, 7 boards. He was like relatively efficient. 5 of 6 from the field. But yeah, I can't complain at 23 minutes. Like, yeah, sure, I'd love to see more than that, but I think that first quarter of him not being very active really came back to bite us for that PRA line I felt good about. But all right, well, let's talk about the plays for today. Shout out to our partners, Underdog, Betr, and Parlay Play. Use code BACKDOOR at any of those platforms, and they're going to hook you up. Parlay Play, you get a 100% deposit match up to $100 plus a $5 promo slip to get you started. And with Parlay Play, we're going to give you a month in our Discord too. You just got to email us at bdfantasysports@gmail.com. And we'll just get your information and get you in the Discord. Tried to say it a little bit slower because I realized, like, someone mentioned a comment last time. I said it kind of fast and like, what's the email again? So we'll start putting a graphic up or something too. But it's just, yeah, if you think of Backdoor, just go like bdfantasysports@gmail.com. And then Betr is going to give you a $200 deposit match plus a free pick to help you get your first slip rolling. And Underdog is going to give you up to $1,000 in bonus cash plus a free pick to help you get started. So all that information is down below if you guys want to jump on any of these platforms. They're running all sorts of specials right now. Anytime we're approaching the holidays, they just start running cool discounts and boosts. And I love that, I've been having a lot of fun on Underdog. I love that this has turned into a competitive marketplace. Everybody's just going wild with the multipliers, which is just speaking my language. Everyone competing like Betr had their thing of like 1000x, and then it's like, well, now we've got that on Prizepicks. Now we've got that on Underdog. Chalkboard is giving us opportunities to go 5000x. So obviously those are real long shots when you're getting that high in the multipliers, but I just like getting up over 100, 150, throwing $1 or $2 on it and flexing it. So that's what I've been doing on Underdog. Really impressed with the changes Underdog's been making lately. They're just really getting this platform dialed in. So if you want to try out any of these platforms, just use code BACKDOOR and they will hook you up. But let's start talking about the plays we're taking today. So obviously, we've got the finals for the NBA Cup, the main tournament in Vegas tonight. So it's going to be a lot of fun. These players have a lot to play for. I believe, I have to look into it again, but I think it's everybody. I don't know if it's like just the winners. Everybody on the team gets 500,000, but I think they all are in the money at this point, making some cash just by getting to the championship. So, but yeah, there's like actual money on the line for these players. So hopefully it's nice and competitive. But yeah, so anyways, I'm going to be taking Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I just want his PRA. I think he's going to be very involved in everything, and I'll break down why I like his PRA overall once we get into the details. But I'm also going with AJ Green. This dude has been hot from beyond the arc. And on parlay play, they don't have his points and assists, so I'm taking his points alone at 7.5. I'm getting a higher multiplier there for that. This two-man is a 3.29x together, but everywhere else I'm getting his points and assists at where did it go? They took it away. They really reset me here, but yeah, I'm going with his points and assists at 6.5. That is just an absolute steal. Also getting Shai at 43.5 on Prizepicks. So feeling good about that. And then, I'm going to fill this out and do more than just a two-man. So we'll talk about the other plays that we're getting, but getting this same line on Underdog and Betr. Let's see here. I think I got the same. Yeah, the points and assists for AJ Green is what I really want. So what are you getting into today, Jordy?
Yeah, so for me, I'm going to be going with Chris Middleton over 4 assists. This line is just looking really sweet. And then I'm taking Lu Dort over 23.5 fantasy score. On some of these platforms, they're not giving us Middleton assists. On Betr, it's boosted up at 5.5. I still kind of like it at 5.5.
Me too.
But if you want to go with something else, I do like the points assists. He just has not been shooting the ball at all, really. So the assists, even the boosted assists, I'm really like kind of digging on Betr. So I'm trying to find either assists or just rebounds assists, honestly, for Middleton tonight. So anywhere you can find that. My screen is not showing. Hang on. Let me show you guys what I'm getting into. There we go. So yeah, they're showing us this boost at 5.5. I like that. On Prizepicks, we're getting it at 4, and Lu Dort at 23.5 fantasy score. We're getting Lu Dort over here at 23.5 as well. Pretty much on every platform for the Dort. So that's what I like tonight.
All right. Yeah, and it's just a matter of time for Middleton. Like he's such an incredible shooter from that mid-range game, especially. So yeah, it's just like even his props connected to points too. It could be tonight. It could be any game, But I do like that boosted assists as well. I'll probably take a shot on that. I know Betr has a special discount for Shai right now, 29.5 points. I'm going to throw that into a slip as well. But let's start breaking it down. So we got Shai here. This is an EV plus play on Outlier. The head-to-head doesn't look great. He hasn't got it done. But that was last year, and that was 30 minutes and 28.7 minutes. So I'm not worried about that at all. Dude has been playing great this year. And I know that this line's a little high at 43.5, but if we look at what he's been doing lately, it's been really solid. 52 against Dallas, 46 against Houston. Tough matchups for both of those, but he's got this soft matchup here tonight 30th in points allowed, 24th in rebounds allowed, 11th in assists allowed to point guards. So feeling good about this, averaging 33.9 minutes a game. But these last two games, he's been knocking on the door of 38 minutes, 9.8 rebound chances a game, and 11.2 potential assists per game. Just 3.4 fouls, not really getting in foul trouble, shooting 53% from the line. I'm sorry, not from the line, from the field. 20.6 attempts. So everything's checking out there. 32% from beyond the arc, which obviously that's solid. It's not like anything super exciting, but averaging 2.2 made threes a game over this 5-game stretch. Getting to the line a decent amount, 8.2 attempts. And they're expecting clearly for him to get there a lot more tonight because he's averaging 8.2 attempts, shooting 90%. But his free throw line, which I was looking at on Prizepicks, is actually set at 8. So I think that they're expecting him to maybe see 10, 12 attempts tonight. But feeling good about this overall. Let's see what Daily Grind thinks. They can crush my dreams over here for Shai tonight. I don't think that they're going to like this. Oh, they actually do. Slightly favored to the over. 50.96% odds to hit the over, minus 122. And yeah, I just think with this matchup, again, too, if we take a look here, I always tell you guys about Outlier, how awesome it is that you can look at individual positions and the matchups there. The soft spot is the point guard tonight. So if we go to shooting guards, 10th in points allowed, small forwards, 11th, and then power forwards, 10th, and then centers, 5th. So I mean, this is already a team where the point guard does the majority of the scoring. So I love this matchup for him, and I feel like this young team really wants this NBA Cup title because they've got such an awesome energy going out in Oklahoma City right now. So let's talk about AJ Green. Look at that. That's his 3-pointers. This dude has been consistent.
Pretty green to me.
It's pretty green, man. 9 out of 10 games, he's gone for at least 2 threes, and 6 of those were for 3 threes. And so I'm absolutely going to be throwing that 2.5 3-point demon into a slip tonight because this dude has been killing it. Tough matchup. Obviously, OKC is tough. Second in 3-pointers allowed to shooting guards. But we're taking his points assists for the regular play. So if we take a look here, he's been pretty close. I think, if he gets 2 of those threes, we're right there. That's why it's kind of like a little bit of a clever line. Okay, we'll give it to you at 6.5. Feels like a little bit of bait they're trying to give us, and he doesn't assist the ball much. But it could be worse. Maybe with this defense too, he's going to have to dish it a little bit. But let's take a look here at what his minutes have looked like. 24.7 minutes a game over this 10-game stretch. So at least we know we should be over the 18-minute mark, and averaging 6.2 attempts per game, shooting 45%. So 5.5 of those attempts are from beyond the arc, shooting 45% from beyond the arc, 2.5 made a game. And hopefully this ends up being a pretty high scoring outing. The assists, we know he's not super active, but it's not like he never goes for it. So these are his potential assists right here. So only has 1 game. This game just doesn't have the information available, but only 1 game against Brooklyn where he did not try to pass it to anybody. But if we take a look here, Outlier, let's just go up here to the insight. Yeah, so it says he's exceeded 6.5 points and assists in 7 of his last 9 games. Oh yeah, so kind of saw that coming, but it does look pretty solid. So 9 of those games, and then 2 of those, an assist or 1 more bucket would have got it for us. So I feel great about this play. I'm happy to jump on it. Now on Daily Grind, they don't like his PRA at 9.5. They like his assist to go over 0.5. That's another thing. Like they've got a line on here on Prizepicks. Some of these assist lines, I'm just going to have to roll the dice on. They got AJ Green, 0.5 assists. Gary Trent Jr., 0.5 assists. Like it's not even a goblin. So I'm gonna roll the dice on some of that, But yeah, they like the assist to go over. They like the points assist to go over. 51.87% odds to hit the over, minus 129. So like I said at the top of the video, the board's looking good today for just a single game slate. There's a lot of different ways you can mix and match. And and I'm sure we can come up with a winning slip tonight. I feel really good about it. So if you guys want to check out Outlier, you can try this app for free. It is just, I don't need to tell you anything more than that. I mean, you guys hear me every single video. I absolutely love this app. So try it out for free. Just sign up through the Outlier link below. You don't have to put in a code. They just got that link for us. So they said, have your viewers sign up through this link and we'll give them a week for free. So check that out. They got matchups, injury reports. So we got Giannis game time decision, Lillard game time decision, Middleton. These guys are all playing tonight. I mean, come on. Unless there's something, I mean, I don't think these guys are gonna sit out on the NBA Cup championship. But we'll see. You know, maybe I don't know how extensive some of these are, but I think these guys are all playing tonight. That's my guess. But yeah, they also have this insights tab that just shows you plays that they like to go over or under. And yeah, they give you a note as to why. They give you the history of the play. And then if you like that, they just have a button here where you can click it and it'll take you to the platform they're finding it. So it's pretty dope. They're all connected with these other platforms. So go try it out for free, and I'll pass it over to Jordy.
All right. Yeah, you guys are gonna have to bear with me a little bit because I'm still dealing with a sinus infection of some sort. So forgive me if I had to cough a few times here, but I'm gonna make it fast. Chris Middleton, these assists have been just cash money over the last 10 games. He's hit this 7 out of 10 games and he's pushed it twice. So, you know, he's really just been facilitating. If you look at his points here, 0 points, 6 points. He really hasn't been shooting the ball very much since he's been on this minute share. These 2 games he did, and then he's just kind of been in a facilitator mode. So we don't know how tonight's going to go. Maybe this is the night where they take him off of that minute restriction and just let him go buck wild. We don't really know. Probably not, honestly. He's probably going to be on a 20 to 25 minute share again. But I still think he can go over this. It's a great matchup. 22nd in assists allowed to small forward. So he's got a great matchup here. In the head-to-head, he went for 10 assists and 6 assists against OKC in the past. So really looks good here. I mean, you know, he's hit this line in every game this year, or at least pushed it. And then over the last 20 games, he's hit this 18 out of 20 times. So I think he's definitely going to hit this line, at least push it at the very minimum. So loving this 4 assist line from Middleton. They like it to go under for some reason. I think it's because it's just set at 4. I don't know. Maybe they know something I don't. But yeah, I'm trying to stay away from all things points. If you can get the rebounds assist at 7.5, I even think that's a steal. Because if you look at his rebounds here, he's still getting some rebounds, 3, 2, 4, and 3 since he's been back. So, you know, I still think it's a good deal because he's been just assisting the ball so well. So taking that for sure, liking that anywhere we can get it. And then Lou Dort's fantasy score. I want the defensive shares for Lou Dort. So the blocks and steals are the fantasy score. If you can get his blocks and steals at 1.5, it looks great. He's hit it 16 out of 25 games this year. He's a 3-and-D guy, you know, to the utmost degree. That's what he does. So if he can get it going scoring, he has been actually kind of working on his mid-range game a little bit. He's been putting up some pretty decent games scoring wise. So, you know, I like the fantasy score here, I think, today. The rebounds and assists look pretty solid, but I just like the fantasy score because this is a guy who can go for 4 to 5 blocks and steals. So, you know, that's a whole bunch of points. They're 3 points each. So you can do the math on that and he can get there real quick. So liking this line a lot. Like I said, he's gone over 16 out of 25 games. I have a little note here. He's exceeded this in 5 out of the last 6 games, as you can see here. He's been hitting this line pretty regularly. So this is a pretty decent game for him to get going in. Obviously, they're all going to be playing you know, their best ball tonight. So I like this to go over. It's actually one of the only fantasy scores I've seen in a long time that are favored to go over. It's still a plus 100, but they like it to go over in the odds to hit indicator. So feeling good about Lou Dort's fantasy score. Yeah, that's going to do it all for me. I'm going to let Russo do a lot of the talking today, so don't feel like it's just a walking advertisement, but I cannot talk with my voice right now, so I'm going to pass it back over to him now.
All right. Well, if you guys want to try Daily Grind, this is an awesome app. I won't take forever. And in the last video, I wanted to tell you guys a little bit more of how it works. But yeah, essentially it just finds the best plays based off of data. and it looks for discounts for you. And then it compares the play on the platform that you're on to what that line is at on all these other platforms. They got them all on here. You can, like, I have it set to Prizepicks right now. You can go over to Underdog, Parlay Play, Betr, Dabble, Fliff, Hot Streak. They've got all of these on here. So if you're playing specifically on that, you just click on it and it'll make that be the main line, you know, but I have it set to Prizepicks. So it looks at it and then it puts it on your radar. If they're like, hey, this, we feel good about this based off of the odds. This looks like a solid play. And then, in a case like this top PRA, they've got this favored under. I think it goes along with the narrative because I didn't really feel comfortable with this full PRA either. But the main reason that this is popping off and they're calling this under as the AJ Green's best play is because we're getting it at 9.5, and they're noticing like, okay, BetMGM has this at 8.5. Some of these other platforms have this at 8.5. So you're not getting a value here. And that's one of the ways that their AI crunches the numbers and figures this out for you. One of the things I love most about Daily Grind is it putting plays on your radar, because you can just be browsing these platforms and be like, oh, this looks really good, I'm going to lock this in. But if there's a discrepancy, it's going to put it on your radar. So you're not like browsing through the different categories of plays and then discovering it on your own. You just start with Daily Grind. So if I like take Green out of this equation, it's just going to let me know what looks like a value. So they think Brooke Lopez under 22 fantasy score tonight looks like a really good value. I think it's a little bit high. Prizepicks has it at 22. BetMGM has it at 20. Again, we've said it many times, but don't tread lightly with the fantasy score predictions on here, because I just feel like that's where narrative overtakes data a little bit for me.
Brooke Lopez could go for 5 blocks.
Yeah, exactly. So like they're crunching numbers and finding value that way, but you also need to use your own narrative. And so, yeah, Giannis first quarter points, they're saying that looks good. But yeah, basically it's just finding where there's discrepancies and value for you and showing you like, we think this will go over, we think this will go under. And then it's got an odds to hit indicator. It gives you the Daily Grind odds, and then you can see all the odds of the other platforms. And a lot of times you can see where it's, you know, maybe a line is cheaper over on Parlay Play. So you're like, I like this line, but I'm going to go get it on Parlay Play for a full point cheaper. But anyways, if you guys want to try this out, you get 25% off when you use code BACKDOOR. Just go to dgfantasy.com, put in code BACKDOOR, and they'll let you lock that in for as long as you want, all the way up to a year. So if you want that 25% off for the long haul, just lock it in as long as you want. They do basketball, they do football, they do college football. I'll show you everything here. They've got CS2, they've got college basketball, NHL, like anything that's going on. There's a lot more than this too. They got Major League Baseball. It's really awesome for baseball. Actually, that's one of my favorite sports to use it on. But yeah, so go check it out. Use code BACKDOOR, get your 25% off. And then if you want to come join our Discord, we utilize Daily Grind in here every day. We'll a lot of times, like top of NFL Sunday or something, we'll just be like, hey guys, Sunday morning, here's what the board looks like on Daily Grind. We just try to help out. So if you want to come join us, we have a killer community in here. You can use the Parlay Play promo and get a month in here for free. Just use code BACKDOOR and email us. Shout out Bobby, Bean Daddy, but this was Bobby's play. Cashed a 6-man. Bean Daddy threw 3 units on it, capitalized. Good job, guys. I wish I did that. But yeah, if you want to come join us, you can take advantage of Parlay Play, or you can just jump right in. We reduced our price down to $12.99, so it's less than 50 cents a day. To be a part of our community and to have direct access to us, ask us questions throughout the day. You can just tag us and we'll hop on, do a little bit of research with you. But yeah, if you want to just jump in, go to Patreon and sign up through the Patreon link below. That manages our subscription. So once you're signed up there, go into settings and there's a connected apps option in the menu bar, and then you can log into Discord right there. If you want to follow us on social media, we're at BackdoorFS on X, TikTok, and Instagram. And we have our personal socials below too if you want to follow us individually. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. I did say I was going to talk about a little bit of honorable mentions too. I'll just show you guys this little 6-man I made. So I like Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm going to take these dunks, these 2 dunks. I'm not going to break all of this down, but I did go into Outlier and check all this out, and this is what I arrived at. For a 6-man, Isaiah Hartenstein over 1.5 dunks. I got that Shai 43.5 PRA in there. Chris Middleton assists. I'm going with Giannis dunks, 3.5. Last time he played them, he went for 5 dunks. It is going to be tough against Hartenstein, but Giannis is Giannis. So I like him to go for 4 dunks in a situation like this, a game like this. I got that AJ Green points assists in there, and I actually just snagged the Lou Dort rebounds and assists over 6, but I'm going to make another one with Lou Dort's fantasy score. I'm going to make a demon slip, throw Chris Middleton's assist up a little bit. There's just a lot of value to be had. That AJ Green 2.5 3-pointers looks good if you like getting into, boosted multipliers like the way I do, but just showing you guys that's the 6-man I'm getting into so far. This has already been in our Discord. We share all the slips we make into our Discord, and everyone shares their slips, so a lot of value to be had in there. But we appreciate you guys tuning in. Enjoy this single game slate. We're about to get back after it. I'm about to really dive in hardcore with NBA again, since I'm out of the playoffs in NFL. But yeah, we'll be dropping our NFL video for tomorrow at some point today as well. So have a great day, guys, and we'll catch you in the NFL video.
Good luck, guys.